doesn't come naturally.
Yeah.
You also should be mindful of it, I think, in that vein, staying positive and really putting your energy towards the things you are passionate about. But a lot of places where people slip up is when they speak unprompted about things that they do not agree with. Who asked you what you thought about gay people?
Right.
Literally no one.
Right.
And I'm not saying that if you have those views, you should, because they're lies of omission, right? But there's also a time when it's like that message wasn't coming from a place of positivity.
Right.
So if you created guidelines where you're like, my brand always comes from a place of positivity, even if that positivity is in the form of sincerity and saying, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with that.
Right. Yeah.
Now, there is a difference between that and speaking up for something. Like you have seen, because we have on here, and the general rule is don't talk about sex, race, politics, or religion. But you have brands, large brands like Nike, who have made very bold statements about race, gender, politics, religion.
Yeah, but you also have
but it's coming from a place of positivity of saying, like, we love everyone.
But you also have people, if you get off the big brand boat and you talk about regular average people that are trying to, run their livelihoods. You have an author like Viet Nguyen who writes a lot about narrative scarcity and narrative plenitude, and he does confidently and authentically speak about, race and religion and politics, and he can say this with authority because he has an amazing book called The Sympathizer. But you look at what he's saying and you can get into a debate with him online, for example, on Twitter or Instagram, where it's just where the two channels that he lives on, and you trust what he's saying and understand that when you get a response from him, that it's coming from an authentic place that he's lived.
But speaking to those realities is part of his brand, though.
Exactly. And like the woman who founded Girl Boss.
Yes.
She is definitely a cult of personality, but she speaks very eloquently about issues that are important to women, and but they're coming from a place where it's important to her. I mean, she's had struggles. Now she's, again, like you said earlier, she's branched into products and sponsorships and collaboration. And so that's something that now she can confidently do, and brands want to associate with her because they trust what she's saying. She has a huge, huge following of women. And she's speaking from her heart a lot. Even when she's, advertising for some of those financial companies, she's really saying, look, you can feel it.